If you are paying an editor to build motion graphics for your videos, then you might be wasting money, because Claude Design can build this, and it can build this. Motion graphics, full websites, on-brand assets, all from just one tab. But here's the catch. It needs the right prompt and the right system. Or what you get back literally just looks like every other AI-generated design out there. So, have you ever wondered why some AI designs look genuinely expensive and others look obviously generated? Well, it's not the tool. It's the prompt structure and one setup step that most people skip completely. So, by the end of this video, you'll know 4 ways to get 10 times better results in Claude Design. How to make everything come out on brand automatically, how to build a website with it, and how to sync motion graphics directly to your narration. Every prompt, the design system templates, all of it is inside our free school community. The link is down in the description below. Now, let's get into it. Now wait, before I build a single thing, let me show you that one setup step that I mentioned in the intro, okay? So, it takes about 2 minutes, and it's the reason that everything after this comes out looking like your brand instead of everyone else's. And that's your design system. Everything Claude Design generates from that point forward automatically lands inside your actual brand. Your colors, your fonts, your visual identity, already applied on the first version. Now, you come over to Design Systems, and this is your input, okay? You can upload screenshots of designs that you already like. You can drop them in your existing brand assets, and if you've got a Figma file or your website code, that is going to work too. But if you are confused about the design system that you want, just go over to Pinterest, to some motion sites, and simply just browse for some inspiration. Then just screenshot your favorites and then ask Claude to build a design system based on it. Now, Claude Design reads all of it, and then it pulls the colors, your typography, your spacing straight out of what you sent it. Now, I already have my full design system walkthrough and the templates in our free school community. The link is down in the description below. Go and check it out. Go and grab it, go copy it, and then come back so that you can just follow along, okay? So, you set the design system once, and it applies to everything that you generate from there on out, okay? So, that's on. Now, let's actually build something. Okay, so motion graphics. Straight from a text prompt exactly where the hook started, okay? So, I'm in Claude Design right now. Design system is switched on, okay? And over here, on the left, you've got your templates, and I'm gonna grab the animation one, and that's this one right over here. Now, I just need a prompt, okay? So I'm gonna be typing in a title animation for a small business, something clean, something that could open one of their videos, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit send, and now watch the right side of the screen. It's writing the animation out live, and there, that thing that you're seeing there it goes. Okay, so that's version 1, okay? And notice this. That's my typeface. That's my brand color. And literally, it hit it on the first try. So I never asked for either of these. That's the design system doing its job already. Now, it's pretty decent if you ask me, but it's not exactly what I pictured in my head. Now, this is the moment where most people seem to just go wrong, okay? You see a version that's pretty close, but it's not 100% right. And that's the instinct to basically just wipe it and start over with a brand new prompt and hoping that you're going to get it right. Now, the thing is, you actually don't need to do that. Just watch what I'm going to do instead, okay? So, I'm just going to talk to it like there's a designer that's sitting next to me. So, I'm going to be giving it some more direction about what I want, and then simply just send that. And now look at this. It's not rebuilding the whole thing. It kept my type, it kept my timing, and the only thing that changed is basically what was needed. Now, let me push this even further, okay? So, I want this to feel more premium. So, I'll simply just say, add a subtle shadow and drop in a few small details falling in the background to give it some texture. Then we're going to hit send, and there, just take a look at the difference between that and where we started. Now, I think that this is a completely different feel. And if you agree with me, go and leave a comment down below. Now, that's basically the loop, okay? You tweak, you don't restart it. That is the first step. Now we are moving on to the next thing, and now that you've basically watched one get built, let's widen this thing out, okay? Because what you just saw is only one of 3 ways to prompt this thing. Now, once you've basically got all 4, everything else in this video literally gets a lot easier to follow. Now, number 1 is exactly what we just did, okay? A plain text prompt, you describe it, it builds it, and that's basically the floor, okay? That's your easiest entry point, and honestly, it's pretty underrated. Now, number 2 is the reference image. So let's say you are scrolling and you find a motion graphic style that you really love, or let's say you already got a screenshot of a design that you simply just need to match. Now, you drop that image straight into the prompt right over here, and then Claude Design uses it as a visual anchor. That's a good way of putting it. Instead of trying to describe colors and spacing in words, you simply just show it the vibe that you are going for, and then it makes things so much easier. Now, number 3 stacks that same idea. It's multiple reference images at once. So instead of one anchor, you are actually giving it 3 to 4 images that share a common look. And what that does is literally just lock in one consistent style across a whole set of graphics. So you are not ending up with like 5 different outputs that feel like they came from 5 different designers. There's going to be a consistent feel throughout. And the prompt is the floor, okay? The references are the ceiling. So now let's move on to some examples, okay? Let me show you the range over here. So it's the same tool, the same design system, and I'm going to give it a few completely different assets back to back to see what it can come out with. Now for the first one, it's going to be an animated header. So I'm going to put my prompt in. Now watch the logo resolve. That's my brand blue, and there, it's now done. So I didn't have to even ask for that color once. Now the second one is the data animation. So I'm giving it a few numbers and I'm asking for a chart. Okay, now watch the bars climb in. Now there, it's the same typeface as the header, the same palette, and I haven't touched a single setting between these two. It's just following it consistently. Now the third one is the icon reveal. Now, let's see, a little graphic element sliding in one after another. And there we can see it. It's still the same brand. It's still consistent throughout all 3. And that's 3 completely different assets. One design system underneath all of them. And that's the part that people miss. This isn't a motion tool that happens to know your colors. It's one system sitting under everything that you build in here. Now, let me widen this out one more time, okay? Because Claude Design isn't a motion graphics tool with a website mode just bolted on the side. It's one canvas. So I'm going to build the site, and it's the same process as before, and then I'm writing in a prompt describing what I want, and then I'm going to be sending it, okay? So there's the full page, okay? The hero, the sections, the whole thing, and it's already in my brand because of the design system that we just set up. And same as the title animation, I'm not stuck with version 1. I can click straight onto a section on this page, I can leave a note on it, and I can just tell what I want changed. Now, let me do that right over here. And now just watch this, okay? It updates that piece, and then it leaves the rest of the layout alone, and that is so cool. Now, one more thing that I really want to mention, and this is really worth knowing, if you've already got something built, okay, you are not starting from zero. You can pull in an existing code base, you can capture a site that you like the structure of, or you can simply just bring in a Word doc, a PowerPoint, or even a spreadsheet, and it will work straight off of that, using it as its example. Now, this is usually the moment where it begins to click for people, okay? This is the same tool that built the title animation 2 minutes ago, and it literally just put a landing page on the screen. And if this is the build that got you thinking about like what you could put together for your own business, then that's exactly what's inside our free school community, okay? That is right down below. It has every prompt, it has every workflow, and like I said, the link is in the description. Go and join the already over 30k people that is currently over there, and I guarantee you, you are going to love it. But right now, let's get back to this. Okay, so remember that 4th way to prompt it? Now, this is basically it. This is the biggest thing in this video, so pay close attention to this. Now, basically, here's the idea. Instead of describing an animation in words, you hand Claude Design your actual recorded video, and then it builds graphics that land on your words automatically. The way it does that is through a file that's called the SRT. Now, let me show you how to get one, because this is the step that people usually get stuck on. Now, I've got a talking head clip over here, and I'm going to take that clip and then I'm going to drop it into Gemini, and then I'm going to ask it for an SRT transcript. Okay, now we give it a few seconds, and there it is. Okay, now take a look at what an SRT actually is, because it's a lot simpler than it sounds. It's literally just a plain text file. It's every line that I said, and above each one is the exact time code that it was spoken at. So line 1 is at 4 seconds, line 2 is at 9 seconds, and so on all the way down. Okay, now that's basically it. Words plus timestamps. There's nothing else in there, so it's pretty simple. So now take that whole thing, and then I'm going to paste it into my Claude Design prompt. And then underneath that, I describe the visuals that I want alongside it. So I'm going to be saying bold motion graphics that follow this narration, use my design system, and hold each graphic for as long as I'm talking about it. Okay, then we're going to send that. Now, watch what I'm doing over here, okay? It's not just making one animation and then looping it. It's reading down that transcript, and it's building a graphic for each beat matched to the time code next to it. And here's the result. Now, let's play it back against the real audio. Okay, and now just listen to this. Actually make a good coffee at home without spending a ton of money on it. So most people, they kind of just dump some grounds in and then they hope for the best. Here's the thing that honestly changed everything about my coffee at home. It's ratio. As you can see, I say the number, the counter runs, I mention the product, and the image lands. Now, I can move to the next point and the graphic changes with me, and every one of those is sitting on the timestamp from the SRT. And I mean, I didn't time a single one of those things by hand. There was no dragging keyframe, there was no nudging things half a second to the left. I literally just gave it the transcript and then it timed it itself. Now, that's the difference between a tool that makes pretty graphics and a tool that actually follows your content. Now, do this once, and then going back to timing motion graphics manually is going to feel like a very long afternoon. So, you've got your assets. Now let me show you how they come out, okay? So for anything static, your slides, your one pages, you've got export state to PDF or PowerPoint. So it's right here in the menu, and that's literally just the 2-click job. Now once you are happy with the version, you can take it out of Claude Design and you can drop it straight into your timeline in whatever editor you already use. And because it's already synced to your narration, it lands right where it needs to, next to your talking head footage. Now, that's the step that turns a browser tab into a finished asset. Claude Design isn't replacing your editor. It's taking out the part of editing that used to eat up the most time, which is the building and the timing, the graphics in the first place. So now you never have to worry about those again. And that's really the money point over here. Businesses are pulling entire chunks of work back in-house purely because one tool is handling the graphics and the timing in the same place that they're already working. So let me lock this in, because everything that you just watched comes down to 6 things, okay? Design system first, always. 2 minutes up front, and every asset that you generate after that lands on brand on version 1. If you skip it, then you'll just spend those same 2 minutes fixing colors on every single graphic instead of once. So from there, remember that words get you close, but images get you the exact result that you want. Start with a text prompt, and then the moment that you know the look you're chasing, feed it a reference image instead of writing another paragraph just describing all of it. And if you are building a set rather than a one-off, then stack 3 or 4 of those reference images together. That's the whole difference between graphics that look like one designer made them and graphics that look like 5 people did them and didn't even know each other. Now, when something comes back close but not quite right, don't open a blank prompt. Comment state on the element, tell it what you want, and then let it keep everything that you already liked. It will tweak, but it means that you don't have to ever restart. So the big one in this is your transcript is your timeline. So pull an SRT out of your video, paste it in, describe the visuals underneath it, and the timing does itself. Now, that's the entire unlock right there. And the last thing, this sits on top of your editor. It doesn't replace it. You can build in a Claude design and then you can finish where you already work, making things even easier for you. Now, everything I just showed you, the exact prompts, the design system templates, all of it is sitting inside our free school community. Okay, the link is down in the description below. Go and grab it, because rebuilding all of this from scratch without the templates, it's going to cost you a lot more time than what it should. Now, if this helped you out, then please hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel, because we are dropping tutorials like this every single week. And also, go and check out the channel, because there's a bunch of other content on there that I know you are going to love. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.